goes in when we standing on business. I'm
Mr. Body Catcher, Slaughter Gang Soul Snatcher.
Alright, what it do, man? It's your boy 5. We back with another one, man. Early morning hunt edition. Shouts out to the entire boxing community. What up, fight world? Hey, man, we're gonna take a right down 6th Street and we're gonna keep it all the way trill in this video. Look, Sebastian Fundora, Cordell Booker. PBC came back last night with a great fight. Was Fundora. This was a comeback fight. This was a tune-up fight. Make no mistake about it. That's what it was. Cordell Booker was picked for a reason. Now, a lot of people didn't like the fact that Cordell Booker got the fight. Some people did like the fact that Cordell Booker got the fight. Me, myself, personally, I had no problem with it because I understood the assignment. I understood the play. It was a bigger play at hand. Cordell Booker has an amazing story, and they sold that to the public. Cordell Booker is a likable guy. He's a cool guy. Very, very intelligent. Very, very smart, down to earth. We seen him on Queens of the Ring with Nick J and Boxiana. You gotta salute him for that, okay? Now, Cordell Booker was picked for a reason. Despite Cordell Booker being knocked out by Ammo Williams, the man went on a 6-fight win streak, so you have to respect the grind and the dedication of Cordell Booker. People gotta really understand this. At 154, bro, it's really no easy fights at 154 because everybody in that division is a threat. Even Cordell Booker. Just because Cordell Booker got knocked out by Fundora or by Emma Williams, that don't mean that he's not a good fighter. It's just levels to this. And I think Fundora obviously was levels above Cordell Booker. Now, Sebastian Fundora did what he was supposed to do. He stopped Cordell Booker in 4 rounds, didn't make it to the second half of the fight. I picked Fundora to knock Cordell Booker out, but I was leaning more towards the second half of the fight. It didn't make it to the second half of the fight. Okay, cool. Now, Sebastian Fundora is a guy that is about his business. He's a blue collar guy. You know what I'm saying? He definitely comes in and he goes to work. He got his hard hat. He got his lunch pail. He's going in there to take care of business. Okay? So, with that being said, Fundora, he isn't like a Charlo or a Jared Hurd or a Tony Harrison. He isn't like the guys of yesteryear at 154. He's not with all the rah-rah. He's not gonna talk all this trash. He's not gonna be disrespectful. He's not gonna do any of that, bro. You put a microphone and a camera in front of Sebastian Fundora, he gonna keep it short, sweet, and simple. He gonna be the constant professional. And I was talking to Cadillac Red the other day on Trail Thursdays, and Red made an excellent point. Fundora is just the ultimate professional, man, because he had an opportunity to really, I'm talking about really take a shit and a piss on Earl Spence Jr., but he opted not to do so. And that fight could have been happening. We could have seen Earl Spence and Fundora yesterday. But for whatever reason, Earl Spence isn't fighting. Some might say it's because of the lingering Mo 3 Yellow Beezy situation. Some might say it's because Earl Spence ain't ready. Some might say it's because Earl Spence just don't got the love for this shit no more. You know, who knows? It's up to Earl Spence to address this and say something about it. He has not done so yet, so it is what it is. Moving forward, Sebastian Fundora went with Cordell Booker. Cool. He beat Cordell Booker. Cool. Now, after the fight, we seen Fundora call Xander Zayas and Baki Murtaza, as I like to call him. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. A lot of people are upset because he didn't say Conwell's name. He didn't say Virgil Ortiz's name. Look, Charles Conwell, another likable guy, but he's the black horse in the division. He's gonna have to force his way into a fight because they're not gonna give it to Conwell. Conwell is highly ranked in 3 of the 4 sanctioning bodies. He's like top 3 in the WBC, and I want to say the WBO or something like that. Okay, he's top 15 in one of the other sanctioning bodies. It may be the WB. No, I think it's the IBF. I think he's top 15 in the IBF. Okay, but they're not going to say Conwell's name. It is what it is. Virgil Ortiz is the WBC interim champion, so he can swoop in and, you know, fight Fundora, fight Xander, fight Baki whenever he chooses to do so. But make no mistake about it, it's really no easy route, no easy fights at 154. Cordell Booker was probably the easiest fight thus far for Sebastian Fundora since he's got to this level. Now, the walls are closing in. The room is getting tighter at 154, and Fundora is on the hit list. He's being hunted down. He's being hunted down by Xander Zayas. He's been hunted down by Baki, Tim Tszyu, Keith Thurman, Jermell Charlo when Charlo decides to come back. Conwell. I mean, it's no easy turns for Fundora. I think Fundora on paper is the best guy at 154 because he does have 2 of the 4 belts. Now you got Baki, who got the IBF belt, and you got Crawford, who has the WBA belt, but Crawford is going to vacate that belt, and I think Eunice Tellis is gonna get that belt. So the walls are closing in, bro. It's no easy fights moving forward for Fundora. And honestly, man, when you look at Fundora's last 4 fights, bro, them shits wasn't easy. Lubin wasn't easy. He lost to Mendoza. Tim Tszyu wasn't easy. And Ocampo, you know, none of those fights was easy for Fundora. So, in my honest opinion, I think Cordell Booker was needed for him. This was a needed comeback fight for Sebastian Fundora. I seen Xander Zayas, you know, run up on Fundora, shake his hand, try to do a face-off, try to get, you know, the fans going and whatnot. Fundora didn't want to do it. Now people might say, "Oh, he ducking, he acting funny with Xander, he da 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 da." Look, man, Sebastian Fundora is the ultimate professional, man. He's not with all that rah-rah stuff, man. Even when Earl Spence got in the ring with him last year, he wasn't with the rah-rah. He's the towering inferno inside the ring. Outside the ring, he's Sebastian, bro. Like, I don't know why people make it so hard. Like, he isn't that guy. He isn't gonna talk shit and get in your face like Tony. He's not gonna try to bully you and punk you and talk crazy like a Charlo. He's not that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's probably when Sebastian Fundora go home, he's probably chill, laid back on the game. You know what I'm saying? Playing Call of Duty or some crazy stuff like that, man. He's hella chill, and he's an ultimate professional. I have nothing bad to say about the kid because for the most part he's handled his business in and outside the ring. People can say, "Oh, he ducking this person or he ducking that person." Okay. Conwell has to get himself in position. Golden Boy needs to put Conwell in position, because guess what? Top Rank has Xander Zayas in position. Golden Boy has Virgil Ortiz in position. They need to do the same thing for Charles Conwell. We can't put this on Fundora. Fundora is only gonna fight who they put in front of him. And I think KG said this. Fundora is only gonna fight who they tell him to fight. So if it's Xander Zayas, he's gonna do it. If it's Charles Conwell, he's gonna do it. If it's Baki, he's gonna do it. If it's Charlo, he's gonna do it. That's it, that's all. He's not gonna talk shit. He's not gonna be disrespectful. Whatever PBC and Tom Brown and Samson, whatever those guys present to Sebastian Fundora and his father, that's what they're gonna do. When it was Earl Spence's time to fight Fundora, they was with it. He didn't duck no smoke from Earl Spence. Earl Spence was the one that opted out of the fight. But you don't see people running around here calling Earl Spence a duck, now do you? No, because everybody likes Earl Spence. Earl Spence is a lot of people's favorite fighter. See what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like Fundora for whatever reason. I personally think the kid is cool. I think he's the ultimate professional. I got no knock against Fundora. Cause guess what? If he fights Baki, nothing's easy about fighting that Russian. If he fights Xander Zayas, nothing is easy about fighting that young Puerto Rican kid. If he fights Virgil, it's not gonna be easy. If he fights Conwell, the dark horse of the division, that is gonna be a tough fight. So, salute to Sebastian Fundora for coming back and getting 154 popping and cracking again. It's still a lot of question marks at 154. We obviously don't know who the best is. Jermell Charlo left the division kind of in disarray with all of the belts going, multiple ways. But I'm gonna say this: the PBC will still run that division as long as Sebastian Fundora beats whoever is next at 154. I think Tellis is gonna get the WBA belt. They'll have 3 of the belts. Now, if Xander beats Tim Tszyu, if he fights Tim Tszyu next, it might go to Top Rank. But I do think that PBC will make the unification with Baki or Bakram. I think they will make that fight. That's just my personal opinion. We shall see what happens next. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the 154-pound division. Who, what, and why? How do you feel about it? Who do you want to see fight next at 154? Why do you like Sebastian Fundora? Why don't you like Sebastian Fundora? And how do you think the 154-pound division ends up? Till next time, man. It's your boy 5. We up out of here. Salute.
Ready or not? Ready or not? Here I come. Can't hide. Gonna find you and then yo. I play my enemies like a game of chess where I rest. No stress.